quick things. Basically, when you get started, the first thing you want to do is you want to start to create your list. Now, your list is, if you've been in this industry for a while, you've tried this industry for a while, it's the first thing anybody ever tells you to do. Your list is everybody you know, okay? Whether it's people at the grocery store where you work, it's your friends, it's your family, it's everybody. Because once you really understand it, you grasp the concept, you'll realize that the most important thing you have in this business is your list, okay? Now, one of the things we've got to realize is we don't want to prejudge your list in this business. Because, guys, times have changed tremendously nowadays, okay? And when I say that is, if you go back 20 years ago when we were doing this business, either we had to go do a one-on-one presentation, or we had to secretly invite people to a meeting at the local Holiday Inn or wherever we held the meetings at, okay? And you brought a bunch of people in there, you gave the presentations, and you got people excited, and they got going. Now, guys, that's still a concept that works very well today, okay? But technology and everything is moving so fast that we can make this business a lot easier, a lot more fluid, and we can keep it duplicating very, very, very rapidly. So the first thing you do is sit down, make a list of everybody you know. Don't judge, don't pre-qualify, because once you really understand this business, anybody can do it. Because all it is I use a product, I share with somebody else, they use a product, and they share it with somebody else. Because bottom line is, once people understand this concept, there's nobody who's not going to do it. Because basically you're going to get paid to use a product that you're already using in most likelihood also anyway right now, okay? And it is just simple duplication. That's all it is, all right? So, start to create your list. Everybody just start writing down names, writing down names. Because what you want to do, the first thing you want to do is, once you understand this business, don't get so excited that you go out there and start throwing up all over everybody. What's that mean is, you see the circles, you see, hey, what can happen with duplication down 12 levels? You get so excited. God dang, this is the best thing to slice bread. I'm going to make 100, 200 grand a month. It's going to be a piece of cake, right? But what happens, we go out there and people are so cynical nowadays that nobody believes that it's possible. Unless you know people doing it, it's tough, okay? I've known a lot of people who have been exorbitantly successful. People who made, not 6 figures, but 7 figures a year in this industry. They're out there, they're real. Most of them you wouldn't even know. I mean, it is just, a lot of them nowadays, especially these kids, they call them coffee house millionaires, just sitting around, they're working their laptop, they're working online, they're doing the ClickBank, they're doing network marketing, they're doing a bunch of stuff. And guys, the online business, I'm going to look up that statistic, and I'm going to post it below this video. I wonder how much money is actually spent online worldwide every year, because this business nowadays is worldwide, because you have all the social networks, especially like Facebook. Facebook has 500 million people that are online, and you can become friends with people in Africa, in China, well, not China so much, but Africa and Japan, and all over the world, England, France, countries, some of the countries, guys, I never even heard of, okay? I got to look them up when I friend them and start talking with them, okay? So start to create your list. But what you also want to do is you want to start to establish yourself an online presence also. Now, in this video, I'm not going to get into a lot of that presence. I'm going to do a special video just on that. But what you want to do is you want to start creating a new list also online, okay? And I'll touch, I guess, a little bit on that. What you want to do is you want to start, the easiest way nowadays is to start blogging, okay? Start getting out there, basically speak your mind. Now, my blog, I do a little bit of blogging, but I do most of the vlogging, they call it nowadays, which is mostly like we're seeing here, which is videos, okay? And you can go on there and you can start to create your list. Start to develop some good content that people will use, make friends, and start to develop the followers, okay? So you want to start to build your list offline also. Because all you're going to do is, once you have this list of these people, you're going to start putting them through the sales funnel, okay? Ray Higdon, I got this from him, and I think it's a great line. And Ray's, if you haven't seen his website, it's a great website. But basically it was, let me ask you a question. If I could show you a way to make more money without interfering with what you're currently doing, would you be interested? And it's either going to be a yes or it's going to be a no. If it's a yes, hand them a business card, direct them to your website. The company I'm with, which is 124, one of the things they do also right now is we have a sweepstakes where we give away $25,000 every month for people just to go in for a website, look at our videos, and then getting on the waiting list. Very, very unique, okay? And then what you want to do is take these people, you want to direct them through that website. Now that website is going to be a sales funnel. hopefully the company you're involved with has a sales funnel. If not, you can create your own sales funnel, and we'll talk about that later also, okay? And basically what this is a way of walking people down the primrose path. Walking them down the path of what do you want? Because bottom line, how many people do you know that buy lottery tickets? Well, I know a lot of people, especially when it starts to get really big, right? People aren't interested in winning the 10 million, they got to win the 100 million. If not, that's kid stuff. This business, once you really understand it, is the lottery. It is a guaranteed lottery winner if you do it right. And what I mean by that is this: if you go out there, you put in the time, you put in the effort, and you don't quit, I guarantee you the lottery's at the end of the rainbow, okay? And the lottery's going to be lifestyle and throwing away your alarm clock and, you know, sitting out here on a, I think it's got to be 90 degrees today, but, you know, got to love Arizona, right? But yeah, it's just lack of stress, more freedom, just opportunity, okay? But then once you put it through the sales funnel, you guys follow up with them also. Because guys, a lot of times, this may be a shock to you, but you're going to send someone to a website and they're not going to watch the video. You know, it's a shock, right? You've got to follow up with them. You know, sometimes, you know, it may take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times following up with them to get them to go through that website, okay? It's just the way it is. Because when people start to ask me questions about my business, the first thing I'm going to ask them is, have you seen the website? If they say no, I'm going to say, watch the website first. Because guys, we're doing through the sales funnel. You know, and some of you may have heard of the SW theory, okay? And that's kind of the attitude you have to take in this business, because you got to come from the attitude that we're not selling, we're sharing. And the SW theory is basically some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting to hear my message, okay? And you got to just keep going through that process, because all it is just directing people and getting to see it. Because everybody you know wants more. They want more freedom. They want more money. They want to have control of their life. They want to work with positive, motivated, excited people, because that's who we attract. We don't attract the negative, grumpy, cynical people. Those people don't join network marketing companies. They just don't do it. They'll sit around bitch and complain and talk about everybody else, and we call them dream stealers also, because they're the ones you approach that you're going to tell them, hey, you're going to try and improve your life, you're trying to get better and everything else, and they're going to tell you the reasons why you can't. You know, it's like someone who's been divorced 6 times trying to tell you how to fix your marriage. It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Okay? So you want to go through, once you get them through the sales funnel, you want to follow up. And when you follow up, you just basically say you're ready to get started. Okay? I don't believe in closing techniques or any of the stuff that some people try and teach in this business, because if I've got to close you on why you need to do this business, I'm going to spend so much energy and so much time going back convincing you time and time and time again why you need to do this business. You need to see for yourself why you need to do this business. And you have to decide that, yes, I'm going to do this business. And once you decide whether it's part-time, whether it's full-time, whatever it is, you got to make that commitment to do it daily and be consistent. Because that's what's going to get you to the top, is being consistent. You can't do something one day and then stop and then not do it the next. Okay, I've been there, I've done it. You know, I'm having great success and I've got all these leads coming in, all of a sudden, boom, I forget to follow up with some, I stop, and then all of a sudden there's no more leads and I got to repeat the process. It's being consistent. If you're consistent, I guarantee it, you'll get where you want to go. Okay, so for today, it's Bruce Patrick, brucepatrick.com. Adios. Thank you.